By using Stripe as an international business, you could be losing money on every sale you make in overseas currencies. Let me tell you why. How you can plug that leak to keep more of your hard-earned cash. Do you need the best payment solution for your international e-commerce store? While Stripe is popular, it's not always the most cost-effective option, especially when currency fees start to add up. Let's take a closer look at some compelling alternatives and how they stack up against Stripe. To understand which alternatives could challenge Stripe, let's first recap the kind of fees you could expect on payments. Processing fee, a percentage charged for each transaction. Authorization fee, a flat fee charged for each transaction. Extras international card fee, additional processing fees depending on the location of the card payment. Currency conversion fees, additional processing fees for converting between currencies. Multi-currency settlement, fee to settle and pay out in additional currencies. Premium cards. Premium personal or corporate cards usually come with higher costs. Your location and your customer's location are also crucial. Payment gateways often have different fee structures depending on where you're doing business. For example, Stripe charges different fees to US and UK businesses. On top of this, the country that your buyers are in will affect the amount charged in most cases. So, for 3 top competitors to Stripe, I will break down their approach to fees, focusing on international implications. For each, I'll also include an example of how much a UK business would be paying if we assume there's 1 million USD monthly customer revenue across 1,000 monthly transactions. Take a look at a selection of Stripe's fees in this table. I've included their rates for both UK and US merchants, as these usually differ. I've split everything into the main fee categories, and we'll be comparing it against Shopify Pay, Airwallex, and Sokin, a new international payments platform with a very tempting fee structure. Don't miss the last row, where I've added the fee cost for our example business. You probably know how Stripe's fees look, so let's get straight on to their competitors. Want to run some of these numbers for your own business? You can download our free spreadsheet, enter your own info to get a more tailored example. Just visit and grab your free download. First up is Sokin. The international payments business has been growing rapidly and counts the likes of Morgan Stanley and BlackRock as investors. The company's payment gateway platform is called Sokin Pay. Sokin is most competitive for businesses in Europe and the UK doing business overseas, but looking at the numbers, it's clear their costs are low across the board. Their rate of 2.5% processing fee plus 15p or 20 cents authorization fee is competitive. Stripe charges the same percentage for card transactions in the European Economic Area, albeit with a 20p authorization fee. But for a UK business selling outside of Europe, that rises to 3.25%. This makes Sokin especially strong for UK or EU businesses selling to customers in the USA, Canada, Australia, basically anywhere outside of Europe. Merchants in the US, Canada, UAE, and ROW can also use Sokin. However, international fees are higher here at 3.5% and 3.9% in the US. These figures are still competitive compared to Stripe, which charges US merchants a fee of 4.4% for international card payments. Stripe charges 1% currency conversion fee to US merchants and 2% to UK merchants. Sokin doesn't charge a flat rate, but we understand a typical rate to be in the range of 0.75%. Being cheaper for international card payments is one thing, but will you end up paying more for domestic processing? In most cases, it looks like the answer is no. UK merchants can enjoy a lower rate of 1.2% and 20p auth on Sokin compared to 1.5% through Stripe. US merchants also pay 2.6% and 20 cents compared to 2.9% and 30 cents with Stripe. So while Sokin is designed as an international solution, it more than holds its own for domestic payments. Sokin also lets you send, hold, and exchange over 100 currencies and includes free multi-currency IBANs and local currency accounts in US dollars, pounds sterling, and euro. Shopify Pay is a payment gateway used by thousands of Shopify stores worldwide. Their payment processing fees vary on different plans. We've used their basic tier details, which comes at a lower monthly recurring cost as part of your Shopify plan. Sokin and Stripe don't charge monthly fees, despite having no subscription costs. Sokin offers lower processing fees than Shopify Pay. Impressively, Shopify Basic not only beats Stripe on fees, but also the specialist Airwallex. This is due to offering a slightly lower international card payment fee. More premium versions of Shopify become even more competitive, but they do charge the highest currency conversion fees of all. Examples, 0.5% in the US and 2% everywhere else. So last up is Airwallex, a similar kind of platform to Sokin, focusing on borderless finance and international payment processing. The Australian-based firm operates at a huge scale, processing $100 billion in annual volume. Airwallex's fee structure gets close to Sokin in places, but can't match their rates, especially for international card transactions. Their main strength is the ability to send and convert major currencies at a 0.5% markup. Like Sokin, they allow customers to hold funds in multi-currency wallets, in this case 23 currencies and over 10 with unique account details. Airwallex is an impressive platform and a worthy alternative to Stripe for fast-growing e-commerce brands. From a pure cost perspective though, Sokin is the standout player. Don't forget, all these examples are estimates only. Take a look and run your own numbers, but your own circumstances and the full extent of the company's pricing plans will affect your actual fees and features. Take a look at our reviews at moneytransfers.com or visit the links in the description to learn more.